What is up, guys? It's your boy Sean Flack 2.0 coming at you live and direct here from the studio. We're here on Facebook and on YouTube. Check us out. Check us out at youtube.com/at the Dads Life Podcast. Obviously, if you want to check this out afterwards, you can't join us live here on YouTube. You could always find the Dads Life Podcast on your favorite podcasting app. Let it be Apple. For some reason, Google stopped doing Google Podcasts, so we can't push that out there. But we are on Amazon Music, we're on iHeartRadio, and of course, you can find us on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. So you can check us out all there. And let's see here. Who I got in the studio via satellite? Above me, I got Mr. Crin Diggity Dog. What's up, player?
What's going on? How is everybody tonight?
Doing pretty good.
Are we good? You got to give us one of that. Crin Dog.
Crin Diggity Dog.
Oh man!
Obviously, up here in the catty corner here, with us again, New York got in the house. Only Dad's in the house.
Hot dog, hot diggity dog.
Man, that's old school.
Right, and of course, here to my right, I guess that's to the right. We got Sensei John in the house. What up, Sensei?
You know what they say, F a right, F a left, I'm making all right. You know what I mean? That's that town business, though.
Oh, that's town business. Not that many people know about that, though, so, you know.
Yeah.
We're going to keep it hush-hush. Okay. It's an exciting weekend, all in all. It's exciting for me. I know today's episode, we're calling it Full Circle, or I'm calling it Full Circle. It is actually around this time last year, week before this, me and Sensei was actually just a special guest on the Dad's Life Podcast. And the very first official episode we had was talking about the AFC West. AFC NFC conference last year, and this is before we got New York got on the show and before we got Crinley on the show. So we'll be talking about their first episodes as we get closer to those. So I'm excited about this. We've gone full circle. It's always good for me, we look back and we started a commitment, and one of the hardest things that we could do as a group is to maintain this commitment and to see us being able to look back. This will be our 34th episode for the podcast, and we have 29 episodes over there for the patrons. So a lot of work has gone into the podcast thus far. I'm super excited to talk about today's topic. So yeah, that's where, and I might as well just go right into shout outs because that's what we're going to do next. ShoutpackWest.com. Again, I said we have, technically there's over 70 episodes of the actual Dad's Life Podcast. But again, Dad's Life Podcast 2.0 with all the new hosts, all the new Get Down. We're at 34 episodes, 29 episodes over there on our Patreon. So again, if you want to support us on Patreon, you can go to shadowpackerwest.com where you can start your patronage. You got to hit that button that'll take you to Patreon, and then you can start your patronage as little as $1 a month and get access to all those other episodes. And you can also see us grow and all the conversations that we've had behind the scenes getting ready for the show and things that we want to do in the future. So shout out to shadowpackerwest.com, and thank you for all the current patrons that are supporting us currently. Mr. Crinley, what you got for us?
Shit, how do we follow that?
You see, I'm excited.
I was like, are we still doing shout outs?
Yes, we're doing shout outs. We're doing shout outs.
I'll shout out Chiron79 again.
Yep.
The Haney Family Photography.com. Check it out. And check him out on TikTok. He's doing the TikTok thing still with the motorcycle videos, so it's cool.
Yep. Shout out to Chiron79. Oh,
yeah.
Hold on. Let me check my sound effects. They're up and running. All right, your guy, what you got for us? Any shout outs as we get started? We missed you, by the way. We missed you last week.
Yeah, definitely.
Last week, yeah.
We missed
you. Dad life.
Amen to that.
That's all I can say for last week. Let's see. I'm trying to think. Let's go with moms. Towards the end of next month, we're officially down to like the last 40 something days of chemo, and then she's all done.
Oh,
So
I would say it, but I know Sensei's going to say it. But I'm going to say it anyway. God is good.
All the time.
You're right. God is good. Yeah, man. Shout out to moms.
And then just kind of, if you guys would kind of keep my family in your prayers. We actually lost my grandmother 2 nights ago. So
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, brother.
Condolences.
pancreatic cancer. I think I told you guys that she went into the hospital on Christmas. She was diagnosed that following Saturday, and she passed Thursday morning at midnight. So
Wow.
that's how kind of quick that one took her. So
Yeah.
it's no joke.
Right. Okay. Well, like I said, we're gonna keep you and your family, baby Freya and the wife and moms all in our thoughts for sure.
All in our thoughts, man.
Yeah. Damn. Okay. Sensei.
Yeah.
Bring it on home. What you got?
Yep. First, giving honor to God, who's the head of my life, my family's life. Shout out to you, brothers out here, all the people here that is listening to us live, and those that will listen to us in the future. Shout out to our kids that's going to be listening to this. You know what I mean?
Right.
And shout out, special shout out, we're going to talk about this to my team, too. As you see, I'm geared down.
Okay.
You know what I
Shout out to my brother Dwight. He's back in the chats again here on Facebook.
mean? Yeah.
What up, player? We are going to be talking about football. He asked if we're talking about football. We will talk about the AFC, NFC, what's coming up this weekend because the Super Bowl is this weekend. So, yes, definitely. Thank you for joining in. And, yes.
Yes, sir. Appreciate you, dog.
Obviously, we got our topic tonight. Again, it's titled Full Circle, but we're gonna talk a little about the Super Bowl. We're gonna talk a little. Again, I'm super excited just to really just be here with you guys to see how far we've come and how long how long we've kept committed. I'm super juiced about that. But before we get into sports talk, and again, tonight's special MC is gonna be Sensei J. John in the house. So, like I said, I'll try to roll out the red carpet for him there. But before we get started, Mr. Crinny, what we got to do?
We're gonna do what is in your cup.
Oh my God, that was not monotone.
Yeah, let's do
Yeah, you missed it last week. It was a shout out for you.
Right. And yes, let's give Mr. Crinley the horns.
I'm doing the Nas right now. And then I got water, flavored water.
You're going to be up all night, huh?
Well, maybe. Not all night.
What, you playing video games tonight, man?
I might. It's Friday night.
Amen.
I know. Friday night lights.
I'm off work. I'm off work till the 18th. So
Okay. We know what you're doing. What's in that damn cup?
you got no clue what I'm doing.
Yeah, I definitely don't have no clue.
Whiskey. I'm actually headed to Dallas on Sunday for work, and then there's a young professionals water industry young professionals summit that I'm being sent to. And then on the following Friday, I'm meeting up with my other group of dads that I hang out with, the Band of Bandits.
Oh, sweet.
Our
cool
D&D
dudes.
group. We are meeting in person in Nashville. So,
Awesome. Hold on.
Yeah,
Give
so-
him the horns on that one.
I will be coming to you guys live from the studio, remote, with the Band of Bandits. So,
All right.
No, that's awesome. Okay.
Blackie.
Oh, me. Okay, so there's a cup. I got two things in my cup.
Okay.
Actually, I got two cups. So first I got my I don't know if y'all know about Ray Dunn. So, hey y'all.
Hey, y'all.
What I got in this is passion fruit Tazo tea. So, y'all can take a look at that. I want to go a little tea up in there. And then
you're going straight Starbucks up in here, huh?
I know. I was like, this stuff's pretty damn good. And then I got, in here I got Margaritaville Pina Colada flavored water flavor. I guess it's kind of like Crystal Light, but it's so the wife was like, she saw them and was like, hey, tell me how they taste. I like it. It's delicious. So I got a hot cup. I got a hot cup and a cold cup in here.
All right.
So what's your drink of the month? Like, or the
we ain't
drink of the
do it.
season?
I
It-
don't know. At this point,
It skipped him. It skipped him.
I don't know.
Because he don't just drink
Hey,
one thing.
Ask what color's my cup. How about that? Right?
Yeah, how about
what,
that?
what's the color of Sean Flag 2.0's cup?
You know? I'm keeping a little chocolate healthy.
Okay.
You know, I've been on my kick, man, on my workout tip. You know what I mean? Hitting it hard, getting ready for this nice cruise and beyond. You feel me?
Amen
It's
to
just
that.
the start of it.
Right.
You feel me? So today, my cup, thanks to my boy C-Way, you know, he hooked me up. You know, I got me some protein shake.
Oh, damn.
You know what I mean?
No, you don't have you some protein shake. You've got
You
a
know what I mean?
bucket of protein shake.
Protein, you know what I mean? So we got a little, I don't know if y'all can see that. A little.
What is that? That looked like a milkshake in there. What
It
is
is. So it is. It's damn near a milkshake because it's iced down in my blender. I kind of. So with the protein, if you like mix it and then put it in the refrigerator and then mix it with ice, it kind of make like a little milkshake. So it's cool. You know what I mean?
Okay.
I got
My
a little
milkshake
banana
brings
in-
all of the boys to the yard. And
I got a little banana in there. You know, with some sunflower seed.
Oh, you going.
Sunflower.
You making us all
Yeah.
look bad. Okay.
No, I ain't making y'all. I'm just here to encourage. You know, I ain't making nobody look bad. You know what I mean? Just here to encourage. You know, if that's what you want to do, that's what you want to do.
Right.
But me,
Okay.
I got to do what I got to do. I know how to do.
Well, I was noticing that shirt was a little tight on you, so you know, I was like, you doing something.
Oh, yeah. Hey, the fitter I get, the tighter it get. You know? I don't know. That's just how it is. I guess it's just, you know.
Okay. All right. Again,
Well, I am.
shout out. I'm not using a cup now, but you got me a bottle of that high quality H2O. Okay, that's what our boy Dwight say.
He on the book.
Yeah, he on the Facebook right now, so we appreciate comments over there. He also says, the damn alcoholics. So I don't know who he's talking about.
I don't know.
And yeah, we got. I appreciate the healthy drinking. So yeah, okay, cool. All right.
Yeah, man. You know.
So that's what's in our cup. What color is
Yeah.
Sean Flack's cup next season?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, talk about it.
He done showed you plenty of times. All he gonna show is a straw now. Yeah, you gonna see him doing this.
Right. Okay.
All right.
So let's get into it. All right. So full circle.
get
Here
into
we
it.
are. It is the weekend before the Super Bowl. This is where we started. It was an exciting time for me because when it comes to content creation, it is exciting to see somebody excited about it. And it's always great to work with people such as these other two gentlemen that are in the room with us that are also excited about it. So here we are. Let's talk about it. AFC, NFC. What we got, Sensei?
We got the Super Bowl coming up. So we got two teams that are primed and ready. I mean, they're ready to go. We got the defending two-time champions, the Kansas City Chiefs. And we got, when they win, 2018 champions, Eagles. Red and green, baby. We bring Christmas early, you know. But no, it's gonna be a fun game to watch. You know, when you had posted that on the book, man, I was just like, man, this is something to be, you know, proud of, because it's been one whole year that you and I and also all of us have been included in such a great journey that you started, Flack. You know what I mean? And I appreciate you as a friend for bringing me on here and really encouraging me to step out of my shell, to be able to do what we're doing now, man. I have fun every single Friday or Saturday night. It's been an honor, and I can't wait for, you know, just the more of the content that we plan on all doing with each other. and it's one of those things where you're gonna look back and shit, we might be 2, 3, 4 years down the road with 100 and something episodes. You know what I mean? Just doing dad things and doing dad life. So this is full circle for me. I did. I talked to my wife about it, and she was like, "Wow, that time went fast. Like, we didn't miss a beat, none of us." And we come here every week, week by week, whenever dad life doesn't run into, interference. But we come here week by week trying to educate, those dads that are young dads, older dads, dads our age, and we just make it look good, guys.
Amen to that.
Yeah. So yeah,
Okay.
NFC, AFC championship. I told y'all last week who I'm rocking with.
Okay,
I'm rocking with the Kansas
Okay, well,
KC
hold on.
Chiefs.
Oh man. Okay, so let's go.
I blew it.
Yeah, well, let's go around the room here. Let's go around the room.
Bandwagoner.
It's not even a bandwagon thing. It's just so you weren't here last week. We gonna keep saying that.
It's okay. I already know the NFL has rigged it so that Taylor Swift gets on the big screen again. Okay.
I just want to see some history.
Okay.
For one, because we've never seen this done. The last three-peat we seen was with my Lakers. You know what I mean? Back when Shaq and Kobe was doing their thing.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So I just want to see it done in the NFL. We like I said, we've had Joe Montana, we've had Tom Brady, and I just want to see it be done. I want to see a record to be broken.
And, I'd love to see that.
This week's the week.
I gotta disagree. I'd love to see it with any other team.
Why?
Because it has nothing to do with Kansas City. It is all about Taylor Swift. Every bit of it. Okay.
Whatever.
And that irks me. That really, really irks me because she steals the spotlight from everything. So I want to be done with her, get rid of her, boot her from even pop culture.
Hey, you know how she became famous, right?
The what was about to come out of my mouth is only for after dark.
Okay. Kanye made her famous because he stole her spotlight. So that's what she's been doing. You know what I mean?
True.
Hey.
Yeah, you can't argue that. That's
it's
the
all
only reason
entertainment.
That's why I think I even knew who she was at the time. Anyways, okay,
yay.
Okay,
yeah.
so we got so we got a Casey. Somebody thinks Casey's gonna win. York's just like, I'd love to see history, but not with that team. So he's going for the Eagles. And what about you, there, Mr. Crinley? How are you feeling about this? If you haven't thought about it at all.
I think Brazil's probably my favorite football team.
Okay.
Man, you.
Well, that's a different. That's a different.
It's a different kind of football, but okay.
We're talking about football Americano.
Right. Any thoughts though, on it?
Yeah, I mean, that's not really. I don't have anything for or against either team.
Are you going to watch it?
I don't know. Probably not.
That's a no, or it'll be like in the background of a background.
Yeah, it might be on.
I mean, even for the new commercials. I mean, I and I definitely want to see Kendrick do his. Kendrick Lamar is doing the halftime show, so I definitely got to see that.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
I don't even know a single song of his.
I'm pretty sure.
I might know one. I'm not a fan. I mean, I'm not a fan of.
They not like us.
I don't. I couldn't name one of his songs. I think he did a song for the Black Panther movie. It was on the soundtrack.
He did.
Yeah, so I think I know him through that because I liked a lot of music that was on that.
If I'm not mistaken,
I think it was like called.
Did he do the whole? Did he do the whole album?
I think he was featured on at least a couple of them.
No, that's his album.
The Black Panther album?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well,
it's his album.
There was like 2 or 3 songs, and but I didn't know it was him, or you know what I'm saying.
Oh yeah,
Not
that's
really
his
a
whole album.
follower.
He's featuring other people on the album, but that's his album.
Okay, all right. Well, I guess I like Kendrick
Mhm.
Lamar.
Yeah,
Okay, so
you
for
do like
me,
Kendrick.
I was talking to a bunch of people about it, and depending on where you are on the fence, right? Some people want to see history made, so they want to see the Chiefs win just to be a football fan and to be able to see it. Other people that I've talked to, they're like, well, I saw this thing that was on Facebook, and a reporter had interviewed Patrick Mahomes and was like, oh, hey, Patrick, I know you surrounded yourself with some really great people to help you win, getting ready for this football game, whatever. So just tell me, who's your favorite ref? Right? So there were.
Yeah, that was that's that he so he's a quarterback. He used to be the quarterback. He's the quarterback, was the quarterback for the Cleveland Browns. That's Jameis Winston.
Okay, yeah. So I saw that, like, okay, so there's still people out there talking about it's rigged. So that's fine. And then the Eagles, the only connection I'd have to the Eagles, besides our boy Rick at work, is when Michael Vick played for him. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
After the
Oh yeah,
snafu
because you
with, I'm a big Michael Vick fan.
that's right.
So it was funny because the kids had like a NFL day today to get ready for the Super Bowl, and so my
Oh nice.
son, they talked about the history of the Super Bowl, of Vince Lombardi, all the bunch of things about football this whole week, and they just ended up with the thing. And so my wife was like asking if she has a jersey I could borrow, or she could borrow. So I don't know if you guys have Jesse Sapolo's college jersey when he went to UH. And then I have a Jamarcus Russell Raider jersey. I have a Vernon Davis Niner jersey. I had a Marshall Falk Rams jersey, but then I gave it to our LA friend at the job, Sensei. You know who I'm talking about.
Yep.
And then what was left? My Atlantic Falcons Vic jersey. So she decided not to do any of them. She's a Niner fan, but it was super big. She's not gonna wear a Raider jersey. My Jesse Sapolo, which I thought she would have picked because it was UH, had a cut in it. I guess when I got it as a gift, they whatever. So she made reasons not to wear, and then she was like, "Well, your Michael Vick jersey, I don't think that's gonna be good to wear. It might offend some dog loving people or whatever." So
Oh.
I was like, "Okay, whatever." He was a very exciting person to watch, so that'd be the
Yeah.
only connection I'd have to the Eagles and I wish I'd have got his jersey just because I like following exciting players to watch when it comes to football. So, as far as my prediction goes, yeah, I'm not a Chiefs fan, so I can't.
Boy.
I can't do it. I can't. I got it. The Eagles they got to get it from. They got to stop it. They got to, kind of like what Eli did. For the Dolphins when Brady was making his perfect season run and the Giants stopped the Patriots in the Super Bowl. I can't name an Eagles player, but they need to stop this atrocity from happening. So I'm gonna go with the Eagles.
Saquon Barkley is the Eagles running back.
Okay? I think
You heard
that's-
of that name? He
Yes,
used to play for the New York Giants.
And I was gonna say, what the comment I'm gonna say has to stay for after dark. So, yeah. So Well, no. So my brother Dwight was the Dolphin. What I was saying, the gift that Eli gave when the Giants beat the Patriots was the Dolphins were the only Super Bowl team that went undefeated and then won the Super
Correct.
Bowl. And so that's what I meant by Eli gave the Dolphins a present by stopping the Patriots from breaking that record too. So, or you can't break the record, but you could meet it as well. So,
Right.
yeah.
And do you know that all the people that are still living from that perfect season, you know what they do after every team has had a loss?
No.
They pop champagne all together. They do. They pull out the bubbly and pop that champagne, man. You know? Yeah.
Yeah, he did. Okay, yeah. So
Okay.
you're saying he helped out the Dolphins out. Good way to explain it because I was about to take your football card. Come on now. I mean, I haven't followed the NFL lately, but I know a little something.
A little something.
Right. Okay, Sensei, what you got for us? What else we working with?
What? The next topic.
Yeah, I mean, well, you MCing, you tell
Oh
me.
well, you know what? It is Black History Month,
Oh, okay,
Heritage Month.
yeah.
We gotta,
We
you
gotta
know what I
get at
mean?
the
It's
horn.
like, yeah.
Okay, yeah. Black
You
History
know,
Month. Okay, what you got for us?
well, I wanted to go with give a little knowledge, about maybe a couple of things. When we think of Black history, we always think about the pioneers who set it up for us to be successful here in America. You got your Rosa Parks, your Martins, your Malcolms and stuff like that. But to this day, we are still setting history here in America as Black African Americans. And I won't dox myself, you know what I mean? But there's a woman in the county that I live in, and she became the first Black woman and Black person to sit on the county board of supervisors. So I thought and that's within my county. So those are the type of it hits home because it's within my county.
Okay.
That's something that we are still doing. We're still breaking down doors, still breaking down barriers here in America to be able to sit on committees and councils and stuff like that to be able to be heard and represented.
Okay.
As black people. That's one. And I want to do one, and I don't know if everybody knows about Daniel Hale Williams. What are you over there talking about?
Our brother Dwight says, "Come on, that's vague AF." As far as, but I get what you're saying. You don't want to dox yourself, like give out too much information.
Yeah, I mean,
And he said it sound like what we did. It sound like a Dave Chappelle skit set up. A moment in Black history is what he put on there.
I mean, it is. Hey, call it what you want, man. I'm proud of my heritage.
Okay,
moving on. Hold on. Let me get this out.
Go ahead.
We can holler at Cuz later.
Okay.
In a minute. Daniel Hale Williams, born in 1856, was an American surgeon and a hospital founder. A Black American, he founded Providence Hospital in 1891, which was the first non-segregated hospital in the United States. Providence also had an associated nursing school for African American. He is known, this is the big part, he's known for being the first to perform a successful heart surgery. And that's big, I mean, you can go down people that invented stuff, when it comes to working on the human body and the intricate pieces that God has blessed us with to be able to make this beautiful body that we have, this temple, for someone to be able to master that and to be able to complete a whole, I'm pretty sure that, they've tried it, people were trying it and maybe had some, failures, I'm sure. And he was able to complete it and successfully perform a successful heart surgery. So that's big in my heart.
I mean, without that, my grandfather probably would have died long time ago, since he had a triple bypass heart surgery. So that's pioneering the way.
Yeah.
Amen to that. When we had talked about this, I thought you could bring up the regulars, like what you said. You know what I'm saying? The Martin Luther Kings and Rosa Parks. You done pull somebody. I'm like, oh, okay. That did pioneer a bunch of stuff. And, what was it? You said the 1800s, the 1900s? When was that?
He was born in 1856.
Okay. But, I mean, think about, the technology and the tools that they had at that time. It ain't like it was today. Mm-hmm. So, okay.
Right.
So let's give who we got. Daniel Hell Williams. Is that what we said?
Yep.
Okay, let's give Daniel the horns.
You give him the horns.
Okay, all right, okay.
Okay.
Okay. So we talked about that. So our brother out here, of course, he out here making jokes, and so he said, I'm gonna make a Black History Moment month, and he says, in my county, I'm the first black man who shot a mountain lion.
Hey, breaking down barriers, and you didn't get arrested.
Okay. Oh my God. Yeah. Okay. Like I said,
Yeah.
you know, we appreciate the comments, man. Y'all need to jump in here and throw some stuff out here. Okay. So nice shout out Black History Month, and every episode, we're gonna bring somebody to the table, and Sensei's gonna give us a little history lesson, and yeah.
Yeah. Since I'm the only black guy in the room. Nah, I'm just playing. I'm just fucking with you.
Hey, when Filipino Heritage Month comes up, I'll
man, I need you to come with it, man.
Right.
I need you to come with it.
Right, and New York. Is there a Nordic celebration month or something like that for the Nordic people?
They're white. No.
Well, no. I mean, it doesn't got to be. I mean, there's Nordic culture. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I don't want to. We're sitting.
But it's like it's going to be celebrated in Norway, or you're going to be thinking of like pagan holidays,
okay.
Right? But as far as like a month, no.
Oh no. Okay. Well, you know what? We're gonna celebrate all of our cultures here on the show. That's one of the reasons why I love us as a group. Is that we're a bunch of mixed cats on here. So we're going to make a Nordic month, and we're going to talk about Nordic culture here on the show. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What about you, Crinley? Crinley.
Oh, by the way,
go ahead.
Have you guys heard the term "ufta"?
I did now.
Someone does something like that. That's kind of like they make a mistake, like "ufta."
That makes.
I just found out that that was actually Norwegian. I didn't know that until recently.
Oh, okay.
Sounds German.
You're right. Ufta.
Ufta. Sounds German.
Okay.
But Norwegian is good.
We're going to bring that. We're going to bring that to the show. Ufta. Okay. You know what? And we're talking about cultures. Culturally ambiguous. I couldn't tell you what Crinley is. I couldn't guess. Crinley, what nationality are you?
Not even Norwegian.
I'm American.
Okay. I mean, we can celebrate 4th of July.
I'm Southern.
I mean, but do you have, like I said, I'm American too, but I'm Filipino Chamorro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Like I said, I'm just asking.
I guess it's more of a German
Nordic
background, but it's not really.
What? Wait.
Warm.
Wait, Nord.
He snuck that in there.
What? What do you mean you're not Nordic?
I just have a fascination of Norse mythology.
Yeah, I wouldn't think he was Nordic.
Hey, I did. Fuck. Oh, so I'm sorry. I don't got a bleep button for that, but
No.
okay. Hey,
it's
what?
The beard.
Okay, if you like it, I love it. Like I said, we gonna celebrate each other's interests, and like I said, so, shit.
Yeah.
So what you got, dude?
I don't know. I'm just, So what do you have a past? Yeah. Okay, so yeah, what you got?
So I'm actually, this is gonna blow y'all's mind. I'm 3rd generation Portuguese.
Oh shit, you're a Portuguese.
And then, that's on my mom's side, Portuguese and Austrian Jew.
Okay.
Okay.
You can educate me on that if you feel like you'd want to, because I would love to. I don't know what Austrian Jew is.
I had Austria, right?
Right.
The country Austria. My family were Jews in Austria during World War II.
Okay, not the Israel Jews. Right? Did I say something stupid? Because I don't know the difference between the two.
I didn't either.
Yeah, so.
They were just so like the Jews in Germany, right?
Mm-hmm.
They were Jews in Austria, and they actually fled the Holocaust. My ancestors did
Okay.
on
Okay.
that side of my family, and then on the opposite side, it's Irish and English.
That's what I was gonna say more Irish.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
The fighting spirit, huh? Or what's that one college?
With the
Notre Dame.
Portuguese
Notre
as
Dame?
well.
Yeah. Right.
Notre
Yeah.
Dame, man.
Right. Okay.
Fighting Irish.
Right. Okay. So let's see what we got here.
You know, Portugal holding off Spain.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Okay. Hey, that's new to me. And if I stereotyped you on saying that because I thought you like Nordic culture, my bad.
You thought he was a Viking?
Hey,
Because I was white.
hey,
Damn, Sean.
hey, what can I say? You know what I'm saying? I don't know.
Hey, I got to make the joke. I got to make the joke about me. Come on.
Right.
Of course,
Right.
of course.
Okay, so Portuguese, Irish, and what was the other thing you said? Njord?
Portuguese, Irish, Austrian Jew,
Okay.
and then English.
Okay. All right, man. Okay. Now, Crinley, yeah, I wouldn't know. Okay, now educate me, Crinley. I feel stupid now. Go ahead.
I mean, most of my family come from Germany
Okay. All right.
way back when, but
Right. Third, fourth, fifth, sixth generation here in the States. Okay, I ain't mad at you. I'm gonna learn something new every day. And again, that's why I love our show because of who we are. And so with that, I definitely want to say whatever we want to celebrate, whatever we want to about each other, whatever, please be open to. Because we don't celebrate each other's heritages enough as we should. And so we're open to, any kind of education that we have. Or again, if there's a big celebration from your guys' cultures that you would like to share with us and our audience, please let us know. So let's see here. We got our brother Dwight in the house again.
Hey,
Let's see.
according to the DEI, none of this shit's gonna be celebrated anymore.
Well, that's why we're gonna do it on our podcast, regardless.
Right.
Okay, so brother Dwight, I'm guessing you said thought he was too, so he probably thought you were Nordic as well. He also says, "Shit, I'm a Saiyan, the first black Saiyan. I'm waiting to make my guest appearance on Dragon Ball." Shout out to
Man,
Black
trust me,
History
you ain't-
Month.
According to Tariq Nasheed, bro, you ain't the first black one, no.
Let's see here. Okay, I'm not gonna say that comment on stream because his next comment says you're gonna get the podcast shut down. So yeah, let me not say that.
Yeah.
All jokes aside, though, he says Irish, Japanese, Indian, and black. So our brother in
wow.
the chat said, let us know that he's mixed race as well. Okay,
Right.
okay. All right. Let's talk about your jersey. What's your jersey? Yeah, let's talk about that because that was big news. If you guys are a sports fan,
Hashtag click. I mean,
Yeah, if you didn't know, this team right here, you know what I mean? We picked up this Euro guy off this blockbuster trade. Dude, 25 years old. And he came from the Dallas Mavericks. We gave up a decent player. I ain't gonna lie. Nah, AD was a great player. He is still a great player. He's exactly what they need, and Luka is exactly what we need to be able to fortify our future as one of the hottest spots to play at in the NBA. None other than Luka Doncic is now a Los Angeles Laker. Go ahead.
okay. For us non-basketball people,
Okay.
who is AD?
Oh,
Like
my bad. Anthony Davis.
ADHD? Okay, I didn't.
Nah.
You said
Anthony
AD.
Davis, my bad.
Okay.
Yeah, because he don't mean nothing to me no more because he's not a Laker. You got a championship out of him. That's just how I feel about my Lakers. If you ain't with us, you against us.
Wow.
Nah, but we won a championship with Anthony Davis back in 2020. They call it the bubble when COVID was going on. They always say, "Oh, we don't count that one." It's counted. It's in the books. That was our last championship number 17. Anyway, Luka Doncic will be playing Monday at the Lakers home game against the Utah Jazz. Dude is a monster, man. I'm gonna tell you. This trade, I mean, the whole trading deadline and everything was kind of like crazy. I ain't gonna say every team, but anybody that wasn't like locked into a long-term deal, or there's just this megastar. Even he is the biggest megastar in NBA right now, besides LeBron James. He is European. He's from what is he? Slovenian or something, I forgot.
Slovakian.
Nah, not Slovakian. I forgot. Start with an S though. But anyway, he is the megastar. He was the megastar for the Dallas Mavericks. We acquired him. Didn't have to pay too much for him. Got another piece, another 7-footer to add to the piece. So, LeBron might be walking away with a championship this year, and it could possibly be his last year, or he possibly could have a couple more years in him. Dude's 40 years old, still racking up. The other night, he scored 42 points at 40 years old. I know y'all not basketball fans, but I'm excited for my team. And all you Laker fans out there, if you love it, give me a thumbs up and a like.
It's okay. I hear he's. How old is he again?
He's 40.
Yeah, I've also heard that he's still crying like a baby.
Yeah. Hey, I ain't gonna lie. We got the 2 biggest crybabies on our team now. Luka's a crybaby too. Hey, shit. Hey, if you don't cry to the refs, you ain't gonna get what you want.
Right. No, man. I'm a wrestler, right? Like I went all throughout high school, wrestled, and basketball was like our mortal enemies.
Right, because they interfered with.
Because we took we were both battling for like the gym for our meets or our games or whatever you want to call them, right? And so we just fucking hated basketball players because we were at the same season. And so for me personally, basketball could disappear off the face of this earth and I wouldn't even care.
You wouldn't give a damn, huh? Hey, did you see who was that? So do you watch wrestling now?
No, because that's really only Olympics.
Oh, okay. I got you.
Are you talking about WWE wrestling? Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah. I was wondering,
dude, that ain't no wrestling.
I mean, this shit ain't fake.
I mean,
it is fake.
I love watching wrestling. Me and the brother in the chat, man, we used to live off SmackDown and Monday Night Raw. And, you know what I'm saying? So
I did too. But what I'm saying is them getting kicked, them chairs hitting their backs,
it's
going
all
through tables.
Staged. Every bit of it.
Hey, it can be staged all you want, but that shit hurt. That shit hurt.
Oh my god!
But even still, like the wrestling he did was just done different. Like it was different altogether.
Well, yeah. I know. Yeah, like the Roman with a Roman gecko style or whatever kind of wrestling. What kind of wrestling?
There's three different styles. There's 3 different styles.
Educators.
There's 3 different styles. You've got folk style, which is your typical high school season. Okay. You've got freestyle, which is the you can't touch legs, right? So you can't touch the other person's. No, that's Greco.
Yeah,
Greco's you can't touch the legs, right? And but with both freestyle and Greco, the higher you throw that person with their hips in the air, so the higher you get their hips in the air, the more points you get.
I didn't know all that was a part of wrestling.
Hey, you know what's crazy? The same thing with UFC. When it first started, people were like, this is trash. But if you really know what the objective is, even with wrestling, and where the points come from and all the technical skills that have to go with getting that stuff, it's amazing shit. Same thing with like baseball. People who don't understand baseball don't get why it's exciting. But yeah, so hey, that's something new. I didn't know that about that. The higher you get their hips off the ground, the more points you get. Okay.
So in folk style, right? Like regular, the highest amount of points you can get in like 1 point scoring thing is 3 points. And like Greco-Roman, you can get like 6 points in one move.
Oh.
Damn.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
Currently, did you wrestle too?
No.
No, no.
I knew
The
people that did though.
The country came out. No.
Man, I wrestled 112 and 119 pounds in high
Oh
school.
wow.
You were hella small. Well,
We were
Yeah.
we were so like we were the ones that were fun to watch because we were so freaking fast,
Yeah.
right? Like the heavier guys, like they were strong and brute force, but they were slow.
Right.
We were just. I got the nickname actually Taz.
oh,
That was my nickname that I was given on the team was Taz
Oh, you was whipping around him, huh?
because I was like the Tasmanian devil.
Yeah.
I heard that.
Yeah.
Okay.
What about you, Flack? Did you wrestle?
Nah, I didn't. I did a lot of extracurricular activity. You know, in my heyday in high school, I was
Back
working
in
on,
your day.
yeah, I was working on cars. That's the hell I was.
Oh,
doing.
that's right.
That was
That's
my
right.
big thing.
Right.
Yeah, my brother here, he always tells me when he first met me, my dad was lowering me into an engine bay by my diaper, you know.
Oh man.
Yeah,
That's sweet.
the brother here in the chat, he was saying we did karate in the front yard. But yeah,
Yeah.
my dad taught Aikido. And he taught Eskrima, so I learned that from my dad. And then I did boxing. I boxed out of the East Oakland Boxing Association when I was a kid. From there, we did Kung Fu. I did Kung Fu. Then I did boxing out of King's Gym in East Oakland as well for a little bit. Nothing like competitive, but just worked out there. I worked out there with when Andre Ward was making his run for the Olympics. So that was like the claim to fame for the gym at the time. And then I've done, again, all this stuff's after high school. So as far as like physical activity, it's always been a martial art. So I did Kachikembo, we've done,
Yeah.
Kickboxing was a big thing. And then Thai, the Thai kickboxing, not just American kickboxing. And then that was the last thing I did was Kachikembo when I did it with my oldest son.
Yeah.
So as far as anything
Okay.
physical, that's about all she wrote. So yeah.
What's up?
Okay. All right. So let's we're getting toward the end of our show. I'm gonna go ahead and transition us over to our show ender here. What else we got going on here, guys? You know what I'm saying? Wait, anything else big going on?
Yeah, what's up with hunting season, man? Look, his eyes got big.
I only got the one deer this season.
Well, when is hunting season?
Yeah.
Let's say that.
Different states or different times.
Okay. All right.
When is yours?
Right.
And you're in Arkansas right
I'm in Arkansas now.
So, yeah, for now. Hey, so is there like
So there's three different. So
Seasons.
actually, there's hunting seasons for different
All year
things
round.
all throughout the year.
Right.
The year. Okay, right. Like so, you have two different turkey seasons. One's in the spring, one's in the fall. Deer season's just a winter season hunt. You've got so out here, hog is year round.
now? Like wild boar?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
that's dude. I actually know guys out here that like hunt with dogs and just a knife, like
Oh, that's gangster.
no guns whatsoever, right? And actually, the dude I'm thinking about looks gangster as shit, like dreads down to here, right?
Yep.
Like, and when he first came to work, we were like, really, this guy? And dude's a badass motherfucker. Sorry for my language, but like, dude. He kills hogs that with tusks
Right.
that killed ancient kings, right? With his bare hands. Yeah, no, that dude's got respect.
Yeah,
shit.
I was gonna say, like in Hawaii, hog season, like they do hog wild boar. I think it's all year round, but wild boars will fuck up crops. Like they'll fuck some shit up if you let them.
Oh,
their
yeah.
population get out of hand, so they have to control them. So, yeah, and damn, he said a dog, and the dog is used to corral the boar to you. So like you're supposed to chase him to
Correct.
you, so you could get him with the knife.
Yep.
Yeah, and like that's a beast maneuver right there. I know people who hunt boars with bow and arrow. They do bow and arrow for wild boar. But yeah, that's dude
Ancient
showed
style.
up with a knife to a gunfight or a gun hunt, and wow, okay, all right.
Cleaned up, huh?
So deer season for me though ended in December. There's 3 different deer seasons in the winter. You've got archery, which is the longest running, that goes through like January, right? And starts in November. Then you've got they just called it. It used to be muzzle loader, right? But now they're calling it alternative gun.
Okay, musket, like muzzle loader, kind of. Is that what they talking about?
So yes, except they've modernized it a lot. Okay, but it is still you have to push it down,
Yeah, compact.
put it in.
Yeah.
Yep. It's single shot, and then you got to tear it off, pour it in, and shove it down, just like an old school musket.
Wow.
Hey,
But yeah.
oh, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I had sent you something personally as a text message a while ago, right? It was like January. I don't know if you. So it's this dude I watch. His name is Stale Cracker, and he cooks and shit like that. And he made biscuits and gravy with fried deer back straps.
What
Dude, do you realize I have no ground beef in my house?
is it? Venison?
It's all venison. I made I recently made venison crunch wraps, like from Taco Bell.
Yeah.
Here at the house, right? We had venison crunch wraps, and that's what's kind of cool about it. Yeah, it's good to go. For those of you guys who remember the Taco Bell commercial with crunch wraps, they're good to go.
Good to go.
But when you start seasoning these things with like what you normally would cook with, you can't tell the difference at all. But what's also nice is that it's a very, very, very lean meat where you have no grease, right? So you don't. Whereas like, oh, okay, hey, you need to like drain the grease from your meat. Well, what grease?
Right, because venison's so lean, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, but I thought you might get it. I thought you might get a good kick out of that because he did whole deer back straps, and I thought about you.
I've got some in my freezer.
Okay, so let's see what Brother Dwight say here in the chats. He said deer and elk season are out of season. Bear season is about to close, and he lives in the Pacific Northwest, so that's pretty interesting. I'm at the end of the month. I want to hunt a big horn. I want to say that says okay. I saw some shows where folks was hunting boar using a Jeep and a Gatling gun. Okay, interesting.
They in Texas, you can also go do that with in a chopper, like in a helicopter.
Oh, with a Gatling
and
gun?
an AR. With an AR, right? So that's when ARs really come handy, is for boar and coyote, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, I kind of want to hang out the side of a helicopter with an AR and go after some boar.
Yeah,
that'd be cool.
Do some cool shit. Okay.
Hey, that sounds dope.
Let's see. He says, "Do you have to do a lottery for tags?"
No.
Okay, so
No, we don't. We get 6 2 antlered and then 4 antlerless.
okay, all right. So he says, "Yeah, I do
Hey,
that all
would
the
you-
time."
Would you ever do that for? If you could, would you ever do it for a living? You know how they do the gators and the tags.
Yeah,
I'm wondering.
here's the thing, right? So what I found the difference between Tennessee and Arkansas, in Tennessee I could field dress my harvest, right? Because that's what it's called when you take a deer, you harvest it, and field dress it, which is get all the guts and everything out of it, and then take it as is to the butcher. Okay, and they'll skin it, they'll quarter it, they'll do whatever you want to it, and you just come pick it back up. In Arkansas, you can't do that. You actually have to take it back, string it up, skin it, cut it up into pieces, put it in a cooler, and then they'll go and butcher it into the cuts and ground beef and all that. Not beef, ground venison that you're wanting, right? But
Wow.
I learned how to do that for the first time. I learned how to do that for the first time this last season. It's not any nastier than field dressing, right? If I'm being honest with you, it's just crap ton more work. It's really fun until you pull the trigger now. Once you pull the trigger, now the work begins.
Right. So our brother here in the chat says, "Yep, backstraps top tier." So he experienced that. You should eat a mountain lion, some of the leanest meat. I don't know
Interesting.
about- yeah. Okay. Says I can't do that in Cali either, so I'm assuming that he cannot field dress in Cali either. And says you could field dress in Oregon though. So he lives on the border up there. Between California and Oregon. So apparently in Oregon you could field dress, but in California you cannot. Yeah, that's what his comments say.
You can't field dress in California. I don't know any place that you couldn't field dress. I mean, like that's how you're gonna preserve your deer.
He's shooting
But-
mountain lions apparently. I don't know.
I mean, he's a bigger hunter than I am. If I'm being honest. So yeah,
Well,
I kind of advert to him.
Right, so we'll bring him back on the show and we'll ask him. We'll ask him about that. Okay, all right. Okay, that basically brings us to the end of our show. Again, it's always a pleasure hanging out with you guys. Any end of show shout outs do we want to hit before we close out our show this evening? Mr. Crinley, what you got for us?
Shout out California and all that. There's you guys out there are still going through with the fires and everything.
Oh man, I do appreciate that.
Yeah.
Appreciate that,
We're
Crinley.
trying to send some of this rain down their way because we had a bunch of it just come through.
Right. Crazy.
We just got a little break, but it's gonna come back.
Right. New York, any end of show shout outs before we close up the show?
No.
All right, Sensei, what you got for us?
Shout out to all my brothers and sisters out there celebrating Black History Month, man. I see you.
Okay.
Shout out to you, all you Nordic individuals who are not Nordic.
Hey, I'm gonna get right one day. I'm gonna learn one of these days.
Sorry, that was a good one.
It was. As for me, I want to say first of all, shout out to you guys. Again, being with us here, I'm super excited and super juiced to see the progress we've made and the commitment we've kept. Still continuing, recording when we can. So I want to say thank you again. I cannot express in words what it means to be able to be a part of this group every week that we could get out here. So thank you again. I want to say shout out to, brother in the chat. Thank you for keeping, last week you start coming up in here, keeping everything lively. And then of course, like I said, thank you for coming in tonight, checking us out, showing us our support there. And then obviously, last but not least, shout out to all the patrons that are out there. Again, your support and just a little bit of little financial support for us. It helps a whole lot. It keeps us, not necessarily keeps the lights on because it really don't cost that much to keep. Well, I live in California. It actually does cost a lot to keep the lights on. But as far as the show goes, I want to say thank you
because
guys.
they ain't keeping the lights on for us.
Motel 6 even turned off their lights.
And
For
if you guys don't know that, it's so funny because isn't that the Tom Bodette? We'll keep the light on for you.
Yeah, we'll keep the light on for you.
Right.
That's
So
real.
So again, shout out to all our patrons that are out there that are giving us our support. If you're interested in showing us support on Patreon, head over to shadowpackwest.com, where on our splash page you can hit become a patron. That'll take you to our Patreon page. You can start your patronage as little as $1 a month. Where you'll get access to right now, it'll be $29. It'll be $30 here in a little bit because we'll be shooting our After Dark episode after this live episode. You get access to 29 episodes on that side, again with the episodes that we're doing here. And that's about it. So with this episode, I want to say thank you for listening and tuning in and commenting here in the comments of this week's episode of the Dad's Life Podcast. We hope that you join us in next week's episode of the Dad's Life Podcast. And I'm going to change it up a little bit. I want to say thank you to Mr. Crinley, New York God, and Sensei John joining me here in the studio where you can get your dad life, dad advice. Thank you, and
Hello.
peace out.
You know what I mean?